If you're anything like me, I find that I struggle the most during the summer with staying up on my fitness routine, with my eating. I tend to have more opportunities to overindulge, and I tend to find that I kind of just get too lax on my daily chores and really just find myself to be kind of drowning in summer family stuff. Your kids are home, there's parties, there's vacations, and I feel like it could be very overwhelming, and I can lose sight of my goals and not be as intentional with my time as I would during like regular season, like not summer. So if you struggle with keeping on your A game during the summer, if you are just saying summer of 2025 is going to be the best summer for me and my family, and I'm also going to stay intentional with my time and energy, then I'm going to show you how I am planning on moving forward for June. This is going to be a June reset. This is going to be getting myself ready to be the best version of me this June. Morning, friends. Welcome. I'm starting this vlog later. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I have already gone to the gym. I did my morning affirmations. I stepped in. I really focused on my intentions for June. So before we get any further into this video, what is your intentions for June? For me, I already know that June is going to be super busy for at least the first week with just ending the school year. We have a graduation party, we have Father's Day, we have a concert. But also this summer, I want to be super intentional with having memories. Not so much with throwing money and, going to eat or going to get ice cream, but actually going somewhere and having memories and experiences. So for the summer, not just June, I want to just go on little adventures. So before you and your kids, do whatever, take your time and say, what do you guys want to do this summer? How are we going to be tourists in our own town, our own city, and find things for you guys to do as a family? Today is Sunday, June 1st. I am planning on meal prepping. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to get some laundry done. I am going to do my monthly calendar and just really set myself up for success, not only for this week, but also to make sure I have the broad idea of June and what's going on, to make sure that I am intentional with my time and I'm not falling behind before I can even get ahead. Before we get into any of that, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna have my breakfast, and we're gonna start checking some boxes. Now this is kind of off subject, but have you guys seen these? We've been on the hunt for these for months since we heard they were coming out. Rhea finally found them. Have you tried them? Have you seen them? These are the dill pickle Flamin' Hots. They're so good. They're so good. So good. Like, we can't have these in the house. Get these away from me. You guys know I love gadgets, and I especially love gadgets from Bob and Brad. Bob and Brad, they are my guys, okay? If you do not know who Bob and Brad are, they're here. They're on the YouTube. That's actually how I found them initially. Was I was looking for like stretches for like my lower back, and they're so smart. They were like, you know what, maybe it's not sciatica, maybe it's your piriformis muscle. Have you thought about doing these stretches? So basically they have taken all of their knowledge, and then they have their YouTube channel, which helps us, kind of problem solve and do some things at home to alleviate some pain, some good stretching, stuff like that. I love them. They're basically just our wealth of knowledge, and they share so much with us. And they have been coming out with a lot of massage techniques, massage machines that you would see, if you had to go for physical therapy, if you had to go for a deep tissue massage, something like that they would have in office, but they made it so this is what they're making for their patients. They're using their knowledge to help you. So I have a couple. I have stuff for my lower back or my upper back. I have the lumbar one where you can kind of move it. I have their massage gun. I have their one for their feet. Like, you name it, I have it. I'm Bob and Brad, we know it. So when they messaged me and they're like, we have a new device that we want to send you, would you be interested? And when I seen this, the first person I thought about was my dad and Leo, the first person. And wait till you see it, because you're going to understand why. This is called a hand spa pro hand massager. That's what it looks like. Okay. My husband has been a meat cutter since he was 18 years old. He's currently 46. maybe 46. I think he'll be 40. I think he'll be 47. And he has carpal tunnel. His hands, like, especially like summer, it's super busy for him. This is very busy. He's doing a lot of cutting winter around Christmas, and his hands will be so bad. I massage them. I would put heating packs on them. We would do ice packs on them. I would manually just kind of, you know, try to, you know, I will try to like alleviate some of the pressure from him, but it's really bad. Same thing goes with my dad. My dad has severe arthritis in his hands. He is bone on bone in his knuckles and his like fingers. So it's rough. So when I seen this and I was like, my God, yes, this is exactly what they need. Also, it has a lot of the like pampering that you might get at the nail salon. Like I love when they do like a hot towel around my hands or hot porphyrin wax, or if they'll do like a hand mask, just like soften up my hands. I have really rough hands, especially because I like weight train, so you can see like all the calluses on my fingers. And sometimes my hands get so sore that I'll actually have Leo just like, I'll tell him like squeeze them right here because they just like feel like just tight. It's like they knew exactly what my brain needed. They designed this to relieve hand fatigue, stiffness, tension. That's gonna be you, because if you are holding a device right now, I already know that your hands get sore, that your wrist gets sore. If you're typing on the computer all day, you already know this. This is basically made for all of us. This is not, you have to be someone who has a manual job. If you are on the phone and you are holding your phone, I guarantee you, you're getting some carpal. They say now because of devices that like 90% of people are gonna have some form of carpal tunnel by the time they're 60, just because of the way we're always holding our phones or devices. So this uses heat, air pressure, and massage, which I love. Especially if you wanted to use, they send these gloves with it. So if you wanted to do like a nice, like nice lotion and put the heat on and let it really pamper your skin, you can do that. I just like to, I just stick it in here like this. Okay, I just stick it in here like this and let my fingers do the thing. So if you look inside here, there's like finger slots and you just go. And you could do it for left or right hand. Doesn't matter, both work. So it's not just like, you don't need to, it works for everyone. So nice, and it's nice and silky and soft in here. It is cordless and it's super easy to use. You just turn it on, you pick your mode. So there you go. And then if you wanted to add heat, so not only you're going to feel it in your wrist and also in your fingers and the palms of your hands. Now, what a lot of people don't know when it comes to like any type of, if you're experiencing pain in your elbow, your shoulder, or your hands, a lot of it stems from your wrist, the way you're holding everything. And that's, people automatically assume like, oh, my shoulder hurts. It's because of something in my shoulder. No, is it from your phone? How I know this is because this was what happened with Leo. They're like, hey, you know what? Your carpal tunnel isn't because his elbow would hurt. And they're like, it's stemming from your wrist. So if you are noticing something like, hey, you know what? No matter what I'm trying, I'm babying this elbow, it's still bothering me. It might be your wrist. Your wrist might be the issue. These are all connected, okay? Fingers, wrist, elbow, and it'll come all the way. You have nerves and tendons and ligaments that all connect. Now, right now it's leading off my wrist and it's going to the palm of my hands and squeezing my fingers. I'm feeling the heat. This also has the LED light therapy. It has like red light therapy. I think it's red, yellow. If I could find the pamphlet here, let me show you what the pamphlet says. Because I was reading it and I was like, oh, okay. Y'all know I love red light therapy. So it has short pressed cycles, okay, low level with cyan light, medium level with green light, high level with red light. And remember what we said about red light therapy? Red light therapy is helping to repair muscle damage. It's helping at the structural level. It's helping with the nerves and everything like that. If they're inflamed, it's anti-inflammatory response. So it's going to go ahead and alleviate some of that pain and that flare up. So if you are somebody who is struggling with carpal tunnel or just, you know, your hands being sore, your wrists being sore, like I had carpal tunnel due to pregnancy because I was so swollen and I used to wear the hand mitts. This is amazing. Okay, you can just put this on, watch your show, give yourself 10 minutes each day, and it'll really help pamper yourself, but alleviate some of that tension, that stress, and hopefully alleviate some of the pain that it's causing. Bob and Brad are amazing. They would not make these if they did not know they worked. They know what they're doing. This is what they went to school for. This is their bread and butter. So if they believe it, honey, I believe it, and I stand by them because everything I've used has been amazing. This is basic. If you guys got the foot massager that I told you guys about before, this is basically the same thing, but it's for your hands. Okay, and this would be the perfect Father's Day gift. I swear to you, every man I know has some sort of issue with their hands or their wrists because of, you know, hammering, working, driving, cooking, whatever their profession is, weightlifting, all of these things. Ooh, now it's squeezing my hands. Yes. And it's super quiet too. And maybe you want to build up the intensity, you can do that as well. I have a link with them. They did send this to me. They did give me a discount link so you guys can use it. You guys know I love this. This will be a perfect gift for the man in your life, but also you can use it too because, you know, we're princesses. But nonetheless, check them out. You are going to love them. And they're on Amazon, so you can get the shipping really quick. This is going to help. It's going to cause some pressure. They're going to use pressure, air, and heat. Okay, so it's going, you know how I like when sometimes I'll tell you like squeeze my hands? Like, you know how that feels, and I can never squeeze your hands strong enough because my hands are little. This is gonna do it. And it also has the LED light therapy and has red light, green light, and xenon, but that red light is what really helps with the inflammation. It penetrates deeper than like into like, stop. It works, babe. Here, look, put your hand in. And you put it in all the little spots.
Yeah, I feel the fire glow.
Yeah, okay. Do you want it with the heat?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you'll feel it, it's gonna go around your wrist to your palms and your fingers. So this is for people with like carpal tunnel. And remember what they said remember you were saying that your elbow was bothering you and they said it stems from your wrist?
Yeah.
So let me know, what do you think? How does that feel? It feels good, huh? Like,
yeah, it feels good.
Imagine like in December when your hands are killing you, or after 4th of July and Father's Day when you gotta do all the cutting. It's a hand massager and it helps for the carpal tunnel for your dad.
Very nice.
I don't know about your family, but we try to utilize as much as our outdoor space as living space as possible. Now we have a small home. We did double our space with the basement renovation, so which is great. But now that it's summer, we try to spend a lot more time outside. So we try to, now that it's warmer out, the kids like to be out. We like to keep them out. We like to host a lot. So we really try to utilize and make our outdoor space look really good. You guys were here last week. And I showed you some plants. We did some planters. The plants are really thriving. We still have to do the mulching, but I got some new solar lights. I want to show you them because they are from Amazon. They were $20 right now. And I don't know how bright they are, but nonetheless, it looks really good. But let me kind of show you how the front porch is looking. We're still working on it. Leo's working on the back today, so we'll go back there. I cleaned up my front porch. I just try to keep it really minimal. I just have, that was a hanging plant my mom gave me, but I just took off the hanging hook and put it in the little planter. I have another planter right there with some petunias in it. And then I have my hanging plants, and then I have that little, it's not a wind chime, but it's kind of like an outdoor decorative thing. Now all the plants are doing really well. I ended up taking the remainder of the petunias that I had, and I planted them around some of these just to see how they do. If they don't thrive, then they don't thrive, but I had nowhere else to put them. And I just thought, one of the guys at the gym, he told me that I can put them in like a planter like this and they'll do really well. So hopefully they work. We'll keep an eye on them this summer. Look at how much this guy's already growing. And remember I told you this particular plant, it really just gets so big. You can put this in climb if you wanted to. It's a wonderful plant and it's super hardy. This guy already has some flowers coming out. This is a canna lily, I think, or a canna plant. I guess you guys said this is really popular in the South. So yeah, but this is how the front's looking. These are the solar lights. Now these had like 6,000 5-star reviews. They came with the batteries. They're really small. There's a 10-pack for $20, but the reviews say they're like a bright white light and they're really bright. So I put them all over the front. If you guys want a link, let me know. I'll leave a link down below. And I also picked up some more of these. These are like the Starburst ones. These are not multicolored. They're just a white light, but nonetheless, they were a 2-pack for $10 if you want. And they were like same day delivery too. Like if you do over $25, it will ship the same day. So if you guys wanted to do that, let me know. I'll leave a link down below. We are going to put the mulch down That's going to happen. I'll pull up. I just put up these little trinkets to see how I like them. But we're going to put the mulch up. We're going to put the mulch down next week. This gazebo we ordered off of Amazon. I love it so much. It does come with like curtain panels for the like 4 walls. So if you wanted to, there's like a netting for like bugs. And then if you wanted to get some shade, like say the sun was setting on a certain area, you can do that. And it came, this particular set came with the glass table, but it also came with another middle table that is a like fire pit. So that's really great. But we got to clean it up, man. Like this is what summer looks like cleaning up in the Midwest. Dead leaves, you know, just, and when you're with like here, when we put our stuff away, we just kind of pile it all together and, you know, leave it. We leave the like gazebo up, but we take the canopy down, obviously. But yeah, it's just all about getting it all cleaned up. The plants are looking really, really good. I'm going to water everything. Y'all see that grass? You see those lines? You see that? I mean, don't look too close at the lines. Some of them, not all of them. I mowed the grass yesterday, guys. I did. Babe, I did not. You know what? People are going to say, wow, he sounds really ungrateful, because that's a lot of work. And we're a team. I thought I did a good job, babe. I did better than I did the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's getting better.
Yeah,
it's tricky for me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really mow the lawn growing up. That wasn't a Danielle chore. Okay, that was a Mike and Mindy chore. I didn't do that. My mom and dad had me like raking leaves and raking like the dead grass up and like that awful. Or I used to do the edging. That was always my job. Awful. And then I used to wear shorts and I used to get like cuts on my legs. But anyways, I had to like figure out like, because I couldn't turn the lawnmower all the way around. So I was having spots. So I kind of did some, you would think that it's like common knowledge on how to mow lawn, but I just couldn't figure it out. But I'm getting better. The only thing I really had an issue with is Leo's weed whacker, because it's like a gas power. And it was heavy, and you had to like pull these 2 buttons, and oh, girl, it went off so hard one time. I like made a spot, like I made a bald spot, and I was like, damn. So I just put that thing back. I said, I know my limits. This is gonna have some bald spots, okay? I walk away. But we're gonna keep cleaning up back here. I also have to do laundry today. It's gonna be a busy day. But if you guys have any outdoor space, any space, you don't have to have, I feel like a lot of people think that you have to have like the $1,000 furniture set. We didn't have that. You guys also have to remember, I'm 41 years old. I got this house when we were, I think I was 26, 27. For years, we did not have any. We had a glass table and fold-up chairs and like plastic lawn chairs that didn't match that we got from people. It doesn't have to be aesthetic. Huh? Yeah, we still got it, right? Like,
yeah, they come in handy for parties.
Well, not only that, like I feel like people think because you see it online that you have to have, you know, a fire pit and you have to have this beautiful backyard or you have to have a backyard. I grew up in apartments, okay, until my mom and dad met and got married. A lot of apartment buildings, our landlords didn't let us even use the yard. If you just have a little back porch and you want to sit on it or a balcony or whatever the case may be, take that time. Or even if you live close to a park, take your towels or whatever, get yourself a little fold-up chair for $10 and take it with you. There is no right or wrong way to enjoy summer. There's no right or wrong way. You don't have to be a certain standard, or your yard doesn't have to be. I can guarantee you there's people with great yards, great backyard oases that are superior to mine. But this is what I could afford. This is what we have. And I'm freaking proud of what we built in our lives together. You know?
Like a lot of the lawn stuff is really affordable now, too. They're everybody's budget. Remember that real nice set we saw? Was at Home Depot or Lowe's for like $100? It was a 4-piece set.
Yeah. We seen this 4-piece set. It was a table. The chairs were like fold-up chairs, and it came with an umbrella. It was $100. And it was super cute. Just starting out. Like, I ended up, so this set that we have, we got new last year. And the set that I had prior to it, I gave to my sister. And it was a great set. You know, we take good care of our stuff. We put all the cushions away, and now my sister has it. And then for Christmas, for my sister and her husband, I bought them a gazebo so they could enjoy their backyard with the baby. So take your time. No one's judging, and if they are judging, don't invite them over. They don't need to be at your crib. I always get really fascinated by like cool transitions and like, oh my God, I love how it looks like 5 minutes on the internet. So here you go. There you go. This is our new table. Isn't that so cute? We ended up taking the other one and giving it to our neighbor. She wanted it, so she can put it with her new little patio set that she got. And doesn't that look so good? We had did a outdoor rug and it got like moldy underneath, guys. And Leo hated it ever since then. So he's going to end up power washing this patio. So if someone says, oh, you should get an outdoor rug. We had one. Leo hates them. He thinks they're like mold collectors. He's just not a fan. So we're going to leave it at that. But I think it looks so good. And that way, like when the girls, because Ray and Sophia want to have their friends over, like Ray's friends and Sophia's friends are over all the time, but they want to do like an end of the year party. Obviously, these two are going to be separate, but they're going to do. Remember, I got those s'mores kits from Sam's Club, so they can use that. I just had to get a propane tank, but yes. Summer prep for June 2025. What are we prepping? I got my backyard together. So backyard is together. Looks good. I got my front done. All we have to do is put the bunting up, and then we're going to go in the house and we got to start working on indoor stuff. I got to start my laundry. We got to clean up the house, and we got to get this stuff meal preps. We have to do June's calendar. What is your calendar looking like for June? Y'all know it's that time of year. Watermelon. This is my favorite thing about summer. I can easily go through a watermelon a day.
Is there a second watermelon this I started counting after Memorial Day. It's been not even a week and we've gone through 2.
Yep. It's a great snack. Get you hydrated. Everybody loves it. My mom never bought watermelon when I was a kid, and I'm making up for it. Yeah, I'm messing this up. For meal prep, I'm going to do, our fruit is going to be watermelon. And then I'm going to make some potatoes on the grill, like roasted potatoes. That's going to be our carb source. And we're going to do shrimp. And we're going to do boneless, skinless chicken thighs. That'll be our protein source. I also have the frozen Thai jasmine rice from Trader Joe's downstairs. I have green beans in the can, and I have corn in the can as well. Now I know some people are going to be like, oh my God, it's in the can. I don't really care, okay? It's a vegetable source, and it's what I know my family will eat. We also have nopales in there, so that's another version, that's another option for vegetables. I also have roasted red pepper, like frozen roasted red peppers that we can add as well. So biggest concern today is just getting the protein cooked and getting the potatoes cooked, and then I'm gonna get the stuff chopped up. This stuff chopped up, and then Sophia decided to jump in the shower. So once she's out of there, I can go and grab the laundry and go bring that in and put that in. Sophia and Rhea are responsible for their own laundering of their clothes. Sophia, I mean, I'll do Sophia's. You know, if it's like in the upstairs basket, I'll wash it. If their clothes are like in the main basket, I'll wash it, obviously. But like, they'll get their stuff out of their room, and so does Becky, pretty much. If there's like a basket in their room, they'll bring it down and they'll wash it. I'm raising my kids to be independent, okay? You old enough to be on the cell phone and put makeup on and stuff like that. You can wash your own clothes. These are the potatoes I'm going to use. Little Potato Co. I'm going to use them, and I'm just going to slice them up. And then I'm going to take a couple sweet potatoes, I think just one, maybe two, and I'm going to wrap them in foil and let Leo throw them on the grill. So they're, you want a sweet potato, babe? And taste in the mood, or no? You don't have to. I'm just asking if you're in the mood.
Do the grill on.
Or, okay, never mind. We're just going to do regular potatoes then. But anyways, just going to dice these up, and then I'm going to put a little avocado oil on them. You know what I have is garlic salt. Do that, some smoked paprika. 2 days of lawn work and 2 days of the gym back to back. I am exhausted. I need to wash this hair. I got a hat here. No, I'm not going to put on the oven, Ray. I don't want the house to get too hot. I don't want to do any of that stuff. We're going to make them the way I'm making them. But I'll save, I'm not going to use this whole bag, so we can make smashed potatoes later on in the week. just not right now. We're just gonna do these ones because
My first go back, smashed potato.
Ray has been a real back on her foodie game since we went to that since we went to Chinatown and went to that Michelin restaurant. This kid is like
I've been cooking again. I'm like, I
she's playing Cookie Mama again. She's making tempura, whatever. Because I swear that's all I ever made on Cookie Mama was like tempura shrimp. Pretty much anywhere other than the United States is everything is lovely. Oh, that is lovely. Like I've never described something as lovely, and I want to use that. Like I feel like wow, that lovely. That you're like wow, that must be really nice if it's lovely. Or when they refer to you as darling, not darling, not how I just darling with my freaking thick Chicago nasalness. But when they're like, oh, darling, I'm like, shoot me a wink and that's it. No, I'm also thinking about that really skinny girl on TikTok who had the twins, and she makes, I'm not going to talk to you guys about your potatoes because that's, I don't know. I don't know what they taste like. I feel like, yeah, but I feel like they,
She Irish or she British?
she's British. But the potato, oh, and she does a lot of the roasted potatoes in duck fat. They look good. Yeah,
I love her stuff with her kids.
Yeah.
Her duck fat's supposed to be good.
Yeah, no, they're real crispy. And she's like, look, and she's so skinny, and you should see her plate. I'm like, go off, queen. Benny, please. Everybody's dog's gonna be barking now. I'm sorry, guys. Benny doesn't know how to act. Anyways, I'm gonna be here cutting freaking potatoes until the cows come home. And then we're gonna season the chicken, lemon pepper, season the shrimp. What do we season the shrimp with, babe? Lemon pepper?
Whatever you want.
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper chicken or lemon pepper fish.
Is that what you usually do them with? I don't remember.
Yeah.
My delivery is going to be different. Not every one of your meals has to be an artistic masterpiece, has to be a Michelin star meal. You don't, you know, not every meal has to be an experience, guys. Like, I don't know where everybody gets off acting like they have to have a 10-course meal every single day. Baby, eat basic, eat simple. Your grocery bill will thank you. You don't gotta be in the kitchen all that. Just prep up your meals. You could cook less, enjoy life more, hit your goals. Like, you don't need all that shit. Don't let people fool you into thinking you gotta have like a 10-course meal or a 10-course meal prep and you have to have quinoa. Or how do you say it? Quinoa. Whatever. Quinoa. You don't need that.
That was crazy. Quinoa.
Whatever. You don't need that. All right, and everybody's like, you're gonna have a quinoa pilaf. Pilaf. You don't. You don't. I don't. They know. If you've been with me long, you know I don't speak English perfectly. Okay.
Furthermore, oh, don't look at this in old high school. Furthermore, I had quinoa on the plane to Ireland. It's nasty. If you want it, just eat some stale rice.
See. Like, also, I don't know what it is about oatmeal, but if I eat that on an empty stomach, I am ravenous throughout. If I cannot have that as my first, I can eat my last meal, my first meal, RIP to every food in my way. I will not get full. I will be starving the whole day. It like activates my inner hunger beast, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, my stomach's growling. I'm feeling nauseous. Like, I want to eat. My last meal, I could do it. Not my first. But anywho. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be these crazy meal preps where you're doing all this elaborate stuff. Keep it simple. I feel like when you make it hard, that's when you don't want to do it, because then you're like, I don't want to freaking deal with this crap. When I'm like, hey, get some frozen rice from Trader Joe's, go out of the microwave, season it with a little sauce, put yourself some chicken in the air fryer, and get yourself a canned bean or green beans. Or if you want to get fresh, do fresh. Have a salad, but don't eat a bunch of cream dressing. You know, like, dang. Right,
I love a good cottage cheese. I remember back when I was in high school, I used to eat grilled chicken with rice and naan bread. Mm-hmm. That was delicious.
Yeah.
And then that changed. I would eat green beans, rice, and chicken with cottage cheese and the Daniela seasoning.
But truthfully, though, even if you
Chicken's
didn't
like so universal. Just change your seasoning.
Yeah, even if you didn't want to cook, you can go and, you know, if you're not following a meal plan, I follow a meal plan. But if you wanted to just go to like Costco or go to Sam's Club or Mariano's or Jewel and get a rotisserie chicken and break that up, or they have like pre-made meals with their macros already on it, and it's way cheaper than Uber Eats, I promise. So there's where there's a will, there's a way, but don't fall into this gimmick where you have to flambe, a freaking souffle to have for your meal prep. Like, dang. Save the fun stuff for the weekend. You know, not all
Make
weekend
basics
either.
and add seasonings you want. So
Yeah.
because you don't know what you're gonna want on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I was just ranting.
Like 610.
My bad. But
Those are the best potatoes.
But only reason I bring this up is because it looks to be overwhelming when it really doesn't have to be. Meal prepping, you know, setting your standards, it does not. I struggle with staying on track during the summer way more than I ever do during the winter. During the winter, I am super controlled. If there's very few parties. If there is, I will, you know, I'll eat before I go. It's just not as much. We're in the summer, you're constantly out. There's multiple parties throughout the weekend. There's stuff going on during the week. So I constantly feel like there's just so much freedom, you know, it's so less controlled. So for me, like, I have to make sure my stuff is prepped and I am not leaving the house hungry. I'm making sure I'm eating my meals, making sure I'm getting my movement in. And honestly, if you have, you know, a little stuff off plan here or there, more than you would see during the winter, that's okay. Just make up for that in your movement. Make sure you're parking all the way at the end of the aisle at the grocery store. Make sure you're taking the stairs instead of the escalator. Just those little movements. Make sure you're hitting your step goals. Make sure you're making it to the gym. And, you know, it'll be all good, okay? And if you're at a party and you're like, dang, I want chips, but there's a fruit roll, go with the fruit roll, right? Okay, Leo's gonna prep the meat, and I'm gonna do something with these potatoes. So I added some avocado oil. It's my favorite oil. If you guys have not made the switch to avocado oil, trust, it's worth it. I'm gonna use some Trader Joe's garlic salt. This one also has roasted garlic, onion, and parsley along with sea salt. So I'm gonna give that a little, and I like it too because it's nice and chunky because it has a grinder on it. Trader Joe's, I mean, they haven't came out with anything really new per se, but I love their seasonings. Their stuff is so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic because it's good for the vampires. Smoked paprika, game changer. I love paprika, but smoked paprika changes it. How about it, babe? Mm-hmm. So we had those few warm days. I remember like when Ray graduated, and then it got really cold here for a while. We have a heat wave coming tomorrow and Tuesday, but we got a lot of rain coming. And I'm seeing like all of you guys on Instagram and stuff. I guess we're not the only one that's getting all this rain, but I'm sure tired of it. I don't know about you. I mean, I don't really want all the heat either. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of like sweating, but I mean, I like sweating when I'm at the gym. I don't like sweating when I'm just standing, doing nothing. Okay. I like to see my seasoning. So there's that. And Leo's doing just lemon pepper. Back in the land of the forgotten here. We're almost out of garbage bags. Anywho, I am horrible with throwing these things out. Leo says that if I'm gonna do that, like catfish fishing, you know how they use those? I know, it's literally my worst quality of myself, truly. Truly my worst quality. But I'm working on it. It's not as bad as it's been. And I feel like I should get a reward for that. Anyways, I've been using the Arm & Hammer. Honestly, I try not to use anything Arm & Hammer because y'all heard about Mr. Army Hammer? Yeah. Okay, let's go upstairs. We'll fold this. Did you guys get all your laundry done? I'm gonna be honest with you, I have laundry days. So I do laundry Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Sunday's usually only like a batch or two. It's usually just clothes from like Friday and Saturday. The reason why I do clothes on Sundays, usually we go out like Friday, Saturday, and usually those clothes I wear like going out, I like to air dry them and make sure that they are taken care of, as opposed to like my weekly clothes where it's just like gym clothes and pajamas, because that's all I really wear. So usually my Sunday laundry is only like a batch or two. Leo's barbecuing. God bless summer season, because with summer season here, Leo alleviates half of my cooking burden. Oh, you know what I want to show you? Hold on. I want to show you, I got some stuff from TikTok Shop, and I'm done ordering off of TikTok Shop. Don't let me do it anymore. stop me when I'm ahead. Okay. I ordered a jean skirt from Amazon that's going back. I just have to find it. I don't remember where I put it, but I'm sending that back. It's just little and small and it just looks ugly. It doesn't look like the thing. I ordered this dress. This is not what it looked like in the thing. Like, it's supposed to have like built-in cups, like trash. It just does not fit right. It looks like a cheap dress, like when you put it on. That's it. And then I got these 2 rompers. I'm gonna keep them. They're not like awful, but the way they describe the quality, like people who were like, oh my god, shop my cart, TikTok shop, they're like, this is such, and they're doing, no. Got them in a medium. They're just like shorts, like rompers. I think they'll be nice just for like going to the pool or going to the beach or, you know, going to the grocery store. I got it in black and then I got it in animal print. They were, I want to say I paid like $14 each, and I think I overpaid. I wouldn't pay no more than $10 for these, honestly. Like, they're not that great. They are definitely like, if you guys are local, it gives very Super Mall. If you guys remember Super Mall, it gives very Super Mall. Like, the quality is very Super Mall-ish. And it's just, My sister bought me this shirt. This Bon Jovi one. I thought it was so cute. I got that like lace skirt. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Again, freaking TikTok. Where did it go? Okay. So this is the slip skirt, and then you wear it underneath like an oversized tee, and it like is a little length and it covers it. I got it in a medium. Runs so small. Like, if you have like a butt or hips, you're gonna have to like get like a large, extra large. And then because my butt's so big, it like lifts it in the back. It just looks like crap. So that's going back. I'm so influenced. I'm so easily influenced. I'm gonna fold this laundry. Fold your laundry. Fold it right now. Don't wait. So we have these shrimp. Becky was out there eating them with her dad, so we're down a couple shrimps, but that's okay. I don't like to have shrimp for more than like a day or two, anyways, because it's like rubbery and when we dragging my butt across the carpet, you know. But anyways, then we have the potatoes, which are so good and so easy and ready, and then again with the chicken. We're all good. This is how I am starting my June. I am being very intentional with my time, very intentional with my energy, trying to just set, you know, myself up for success in regards to my eating, making sure that I have as many of my ducks in a row when it comes to the kids and their schedules, but also remembering that you don't have to maintain a schedule. That's my biggest thing. Like, I feel like I'm always on a time limit with things where I'm like, oh my God, how are we gonna go somewhere? It's already 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, we're gonna get back, it's gonna be late. Like, I have to let that go and remember to enjoy the time, and nothing's on a time limit. I have to stop being such a stickler for that. So that's one of the things that I'm going to work on for self-improvement for myself. How about you? What are you going to work on? Are you going to be also somebody who's going to try to not try to control things to a time limit, or making sure that you are kind of pushing yourself out of your safe zone and out of your boundaries, but in a respectful way? These are all things that I'm going to work on, because I want this summer to be really great and full, not just of monetary things, but of experiences. I want to go places. I want to see things. And we don't necessarily, look, I'm not going to lie to you. We don't have the money to throw my kids on an airplane right now and go to some resort and do all that. But I live in one of the best cities in the world. Like, there is so much to see here. There's so many places to go. Illinois is so big, and we're surrounded by a lot of different states. So if our car can get us there, why can't we go? Anyways, if you guys want to check out the hand massager for Bob and Brad, the hand spa, definitely recommend. I'm fully taking advantage of that. Definitely would be the perfect Father's Day gift, and you can use it too. I'll see y'all later. Bye.